Welcome to the NEET Biology Domination Podcast. I'm your guide through the 30-day Biology Domination series, and today, episode 17, we're going deep on body fluids and circulation. This is a chapter that has shown up in NEET year after year, often contributing 3 to 5 questions. Whether you're driving, taking a walk, or lying in bed, this episode is going to cement the entire chapter in your memory. Let's get into it. Let's start at the very beginning. Blood, we all know it, but do we know what it's actually made of? Blood is a fluid connective tissue. About 55% of it is plasma, a yellowish fluid that's mostly water, about 90 to 92%. The rest of plasma is proteins, albumin, which maintains osmotic balance, globulins involved in immunity, and fibrinogen, which plays a key role in blood clotting. Fibrinogen gets converted to fibrin during clotting, and if you remove fibrinogen from plasma, what's left is called serum. That distinction, plasma versus serum, is a frequent MCQ trap. Write it down. Now, let's move to the engine of circulation, the heart. The human heart has 4 chambers, and the most important conceptual point is this. The right side always handles deoxygenated blood, and the left side always handles oxygenated blood. The AV valves, tricuspid on the right, bicuspid on the left, prevent backflow between atria and ventricles. The semilunar valves at the exit of each ventricle prevent backflow into the ventricles after each contraction. Now, the heartbeat is initiated by the SA node, located in the right atrium wall, which is why it's called the natural pacemaker. The signal then travels to the AV node, through the bundle of His, and finally, the Purkinje fibers activate the ventricles. Cardiac output, at rest, is approximately 5 liters per minute. During exercise, this can shoot up to 20 to 25 liters. That's the heart working at full capacity. Here's something many students gloss over, the electrocardiogram, or ECG. It records the electrical activity of the heart as waves. The P wave represents atrial depolarization when the atria contract. The QRS complex represents ventricular depolarization when the ventricles contract. And the T wave represents ventricular repolarization when the ventricles relax and reset. NEET questions on ECG usually ask what each wave represents. So remember, P for atria, QRS for ventricular contraction, and T for ventricular relaxation. There's a third fluid many students forget about, lymph. Lymph is essentially plasma that has leaked out of blood capillaries into the surrounding tissue spaces. It's similar in composition to plasma, but has no RBCs and fewer proteins. Lymph travels through lymph vessels, passes through lymph nodes, which filter out pathogens, and eventually returns to the bloodstream via the thoracic duct, which drains into the left subclavian vein. Lymph plays a crucial role in immunity. It carries lymphocytes. And in the intestine, specialized lymph capillaries called lacteals absorb digested fats. NEET has asked about lacteals directly. Know this. And that wraps up episode 17 of the NEET Biology Domination Podcast. Today we covered blood composition, the full anatomy of the heart, the cardiac conduction system, ECG interpretation, blood groups, including the Rh factor, and the lymphatic system. Every single one of these subtopics has appeared in previous NEET papers. Download the complete notes from the link in the description. Share this episode with your study group, because the student who revises together scores together. I'll see you in episode 18 for breathing and exchange of gases. Until then, keep going, keep dominating.